Hello, beautiful people. I'm back. Once again, we are going to be reviewing Green Arrow, The Long Bow Hunt. By the way, I got the ring light to work, so we got it. Anyways, I got it at a new angle. It's pointing at the Superman shelf, Venom shelf. Pretty nice Venom shelf, almost. Just has one guy, but you know. You got partial of the Captain America shelf. But yeah. So we're going to be reviewing the Green Arrow, The Long Bow Hunt, and I also have some books that we should look at the suit from. So this is the book that it's from, Green Arrow, The Long Bow Hunt. I have book 1, book 2, and book 3. They're all very good, and I love them very much. Green Arrow is one of my favorite characters of all time. So that is why, not only that, I have a Green Arrow figure and comic book collection, but I also have a little shelf that I put the little fella on. But yeah, this is what he looks like. This is the post I had him in. But anyways, let's get down to details. So, what I wanted to point out on some of these details. Sorry, I'm just going to strip them down to the bare bone so we can review them correctly. Anyways, like I was trying to say, the face sculpt is basically perfect. If it would focus, that'd be nice. But anyways, there's so much detail. There's actual sculpting on the mask, on his domino mask. I'm sorry you can't see it very well, but also you have a beard wash on the beard and the goatee. You even have stuff on the hair. Even though if you pull this hood off, even though you've pulled his hood off, it'll just be Mr. Bald McGee. But they didn't have to go this hard on an action figure that they didn't really feel like they should make. Speaking of, there's no articulation in there. I don't know why. But if you were going to do this suit, I think they should have did cloth goods. Would have been a lot better. Especially because this is their only Green Arrow. Besides Injustice 2. And yeah. Pretty much there's not a lot of action figures of Green Arrow because he's not a very popular character. Which makes me kind of upset because, well, I love Green Arrow. I think Green Arrow is one of the best characters that's come out in the most recent years. He's kind of has that niche kind of stance on comics, like with Daredevil. Obviously, the Green Arrow show was pretty good, but I mean, we need more. You know, you have to keep these fans constantly fed. But anyways, I do love the tunic. I do love the tunic on this figure. All the stitching. If my camera focus, that'd be nice. Hold on. There we go. You guys can finally see it. The stitching. And it's way better in person, I'm going to be honest. It's way better in person. You can see all the details. Even under the shirt, there's wrinkles. This figure is very detailed, but it's very limited in articulation. I'll give you a demonstration here. So the head can only move that far. It can only go that high up, that far down. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Green Arrow kind of looks Amish. From the side profile, kind of looks Amish. Nothing bad about that though. Nothing bad about Amish. Anyways, for all the flaws that this figure has, and all the flaws that McFarlane toys have, that I always love their arm articulation. They go at least that high or that high. Spare minimum, guys. 90 degrees, no matter what. I don't care if there's a shoulder thing here. Your action figure has to be able to at least do that. Like, it should be the standard. But anyways, I do love that the pouch is stuck onto the back. And it's able to hold his arrows very, very neatly. Pretty good, huh? And I also love that you get individual arrows. It goes in one hand. He only came with these hands. So you prop him like this in between the thing, kind of like he's smoking a cigar. And you make him either, or like he's drawing the bow. But I think it's very nice, very cool for that to do the thing. Because you can recreate this pose. You can. I'm not going to demonstrate it because it would be too long of a video. But I wanted to point out how good this action figure is. But let's finish with articulation. Sorry about that. His leg goes out that far. His leg goes back that far. Double knee. Dude touches his back. Not his butt. His back. He even has a, what do you call it? Bicep swivel. Look at that. Bicep swivel. Double arm. Hinge at the wrist is, this one is an up and down, like most McFarlane, but I believe the second hand is just one motion. It can only do this. You got a little twist, but his hands are very small for being a figure that has to grab onto something. It's very small, but it is accurate. So there's that. But anyways, there's no boot cut. That's what McFarlane's famous for. No boot cut and no hip or thigh cut. So no thigh cut, no boot cut. You do get the ankle pivots for days. And one of my favorite articulations of all time, toe crunch. But yes, very, very nice, very good. But yeah, back to the accessories. You get the arrows in the stock, or in the sheath or case, or whatever you want to call it. Quiver, or whatever you want to call it. And to get it in his hand, you have to turn it sideways, like this, and then you just feed it on through. And you just, there you go. There's your pose. See? Turn his head, make him look cool as shit. Nice. Anyways, I love the G on the belt. In the book, it's not sparkly. It's not. It's grounded and gritty. But see the belt, it's not shiny in the book. But I know what they were going for when making this figure and when making the book. They wanted to make it feel like Robin Hood. The Legend of Robin Hood. That's basically what one of the moral Green Arrows was supposed to be standing for. Take away from the rich, give to the poor. Standing up for the people that cannot stand up for themselves. But yeah, Green Arrow, very cool. I like this figure very much. Now, I have a little tiny message for the next company that is going to inherit DC action figures. Mattel. You better make at least 3 Green Arrows. At least 3. At least 3, please. First, I would like a classic. I like the classic suit. The very, very classic, like the one in the 60s. the 60s. No, 60s, yes, 60s. The one in the 60s with the red boots and the red gloves and the domino mask and no beard. Then you can do your very classic, very, modern Green Arrow with all the armor. By the way, shout out to DNA, favorite artist. He has to be my favorite artist. He has just such a flair. But by the way, also we need Arsenal, please. In this suit particularly, please. That'd be very nice. But yeah. So this is the Longbow Hunt Green Arrow. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted it to be kind of short. The next video will be look what I got, and I think you guys will be very pleased of what I have to show you next time. So if you'd like to subscribe and like the channel, it is free. It brings me happiness, and I will keep providing content that might bring you happiness. So if you feel like this is a good video, please do all the buttons. You should already know this. It's mandatory. Anyways, I'll check you all later. See you. Bye-bye.